Don't never accept defeat if you must come to the other side. There's a place called the air. Man of God, there's a place called the air. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's awesome. There's another phase of your life. This is your story. There is a glory. People are, you see, look at all the envy, and you are just in your cover page. You have not opened the chapters. You have not entered your table of content, and they are hating you like this. They are only seeing the beauty of the cover page, and they are hating you. They don't know something that is about to be unveiled. There is a glory that God is reserved for you. If you are the one, shout, I receive it. Somebody shout, there is a place called here. Number one, if you must get there, don't never accept defeat. Never. Hear me well. If you want to enjoy fathers, don't be carried away by their glory. Take time to look for their story. Look for the messages they preached years back. You will understand that there is a process to the top. Am I speaking to somebody? You can't desire sweet, beautiful gold and then you are not ready to go through the furnace. There is a process that life will take you through because life wants to honor you. Am I speaking to someone? Number two, don't settle too quick. I said number one, don't never accept defeat. Number two, never settle too quick. Am I talking to somebody? I often say to young men, I said, on your way to destiny, don't be quick to settle with the gate man's daughter. Because with what you carry, the king may negotiate with you with his own daughter. Or somebody name. When David got to the palace, there was an offer. Is it true? There's somehow. Don't be too quick. If you are not sure that the gate man's daughter is good for where you are going to, then get ready, because when you get to the palace, there's always the king's daughter as a compensation. So every one of you, what am I saying in a nutshell? If you must get to the place called the air, never what? Don't settle too quick. Don't be too quick to settle. Philippians chapter 3, if you read verse 13 and 14, Paul said the other day, he said, I count these things as apprehended not, but this is one thing I do. I press towards the mark of the higher calling. Men who will get to the place called the air, they don't settle too quick. You can't get pregnant in secondary school and expect to have a ceremonious wedding in future. Don't settle too quick. Don't settle for $10,000. There is a future. Am I speaking to somebody here? There are people who are supposed to be distributors of currency who have settled for at least nothing. Don't compromise your destiny. When Satan knows that you have the future at your beck and call, he will transact with you with few pieces today. What Satan is offering you is nothing compared to where you are going to. There's something Satan has seen. That's why he's trying to offer you peanuts. Just for you to compromise your stand. For you to settle so quick. If I were in my country, I have terminologies to use. Like one of them is, hey. Just got a Camry, tiny light. You are arrogant, so pompous, saucy. People carry blue passport and they are still humble. You just got visa. And your craze is placed in dada. Just got a visa, just settle so quick. Become so arrogant, talk to anybody like you feel is not the best. Listen to me, let people tell who you are. Stop telling people who you are. Amen. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who are you? Papa said, I think there's a psychiatric problem here. Because when you keep telling everybody, do you know who I am? That means you don't even know who you are. Don't settle too quick. There's a place called the air. There's a face, there's a glory that's not yet revealed. He said, for the glory of this later house shall be greater than the former. Am I speaking to somebody? Someone said the beautiful ones are not yet born. That means with all these good things you are saying, you mean the beautiful ones are not yet born, that you are arrogant in your small beauty. Years ago, there was a church that was built in my state. It was it commanded global attention. Many years after, it's not a reference point when they are talking about certain things. There's a place called here. Don't settle too quick. Only children who are NFA, someone say NFA, who have no future and ambition, are the ones who fight over father's old house. I was talking to my children. I said, mind your business. Use my house to build your destiny. Do this, do that. And my daughter looked at me and said, Dad, when I come of age, your house will be outdated. Outdated. I'm building their mentality not to ever think that their father's property is what they want to lean on. Build a world. If your father handed over the mud house to you, in front of the mud house, build a modern house. It's not a generational cause that your great-grandfather built a mud house. Your grandfather painted it. Your father renovated it. Now they expect you to come and re-roof it. God forbid bad thing. Somebody say, God forbid bad thing. Say it like you mean it. Say, God forbid bad thing. Don't settle too quick. If you must get to the place called here, never settle too quick. Don't settle. No matter what you have seen, assume you've seen nothing. I've seen the move of God. I've seen power. I've seen favor. I've seen honor. But one thing I do, God told me years ago, He said, if you let these things climb your head, you may lose your head. I'm conscious. John chapter 3 verse 30, John the Baptist, having nations come to submit to him. But when he said, I decrease that he must increase. Have the mentality. Humility is a key that says you any day. Never live an arrogant life. Don't get to a point when the person you used to call my daddy because you are looking for a miracle. Now you got a miracle. You want to call your daddy, you say hi, hi, hi. It's not a bad thing to say hi, but those who say hi arrogantly don't go high. You must let your value system be intact.